Welcome back to Let's Play 2064. We just had a long conversation with Melody. I didn't pick up much of it because I was in and out of sleep while I was trying to play. But I've gotten myself a drink, got up and let the cat in, and hopefully I'm recharged enough to make it through a video without falling asleep this time. I know she said some stuff and said something about going somewhere. Something new on the map? Yes, what's this? GG Park. Oh, somebody's at the GG Park now, okay. It's one of those places we only went to once. I wonder if we'll have a reason to go back to other places again, like, say, the hospital or the police station. We only went to there wasn't anything at the police station ever, was there? There must be a reason to go there later. Whoa. Alright, this she's parked on the water line. The robot's not going to be able to hand out his water. Oh, it's a guy, not a lady. The whole ponytail thing fooled me at a distance. Oh. Somebody has graffitied the police robot. Love, okay. Looks like maybe a devil face and a heart. Can't tell what it says on the bottom. But the police robot has been graffitied. Oh, they covered his eye with spray paint. He's blind. That's going too far.
Who is there? I cannot see a thing.
Why do you have such a normal human-sounding voice?
I shall make a note to request more street lamps in this park. This is much too dark an area.
Oh, it's not even nighttime.
Poor thing. It can't see at all with its optics painted over like that. It doesn't even know.
We've seen that message before. They also graffitied the floor. Chalk doodle of the police ROM. Is that what that is? I guess. But with the little dog next to it?
It's not bad. I want a chalk drawing of me.
Well, maybe when you get killed, there'll be a chalk outline of you on the ground. Ooh, that was dark. Okay, I don't... I guess I can do
This
anything
is
with
the
the drawing.
Sharon Art Studio, a staff.
Oh no, shut up. I don't want another history lesson.
I wonder what kind of painting techniques they're teaching their students.
There's the ruined Froyo stand from way back at the beginning of the game. It's still broken. You hope it doesn't run out. ROMs do weird things when they can't follow their core commands.
Hello again. Have you come back for some of my cool, refreshing water?
Damn straight I have.
Did you know that I'll soon have
Sparkling water.
available?
Sparkling water.
It's just as cool and refreshing. Please do not ask me when I'll be stocking.
Nancy.
I'll only contain cool, refreshing water.
Aw.
Hello again. Have you come back for some of my cool, refreshing water?
I have. Give me some.
Did you know that I'll soon have...
Sparkling.
Dang it. He won't give me any water. This is because this guy's sitting on the hose and he can't. I've never seen this person, and they appear to be waiting. Perhaps this is who I'm supposed to meet? Perhaps. Well, I'm ready to find out, and that's to use my items on him.
Can I help you? I don't really have time to talk. I'm waiting for someone.
Are you Vincent Mensa? We're here for a meeting on behalf of Melody Flores.
Oh, good. You're Melody's people. Do you have everything that I asked for?
Well, I don't know if I'd say people. It's more like a person and a robot.
There must be some miscommunication. Melody said that you would be able to provide us with some information about Hayden Weber's projects within Parallax. He has gone missing, and any information we get may be useful.
Damn that old woman.
What?
Okay, my cat is yelling at me to want to go outside.
We had a deal.
because
She promised me, and I'm not giving up anything until I get what I need.
That's what the animals do. They say, oh, you're trying to record? Well, this is when we're going to want in and out.
I already know Hayden is missing. Why else would I be willing to sell corporate secrets to Flower? This was my chance to get out of the city. Instead, she sends the two of you, hat in hand with nothing. I'm assuming you're Hayden's little pet AI?
Insulting, but accurate.
Look, I'm sorry to come off callous. I do want to help. Hayden was a colleague and a friend, and I want to know he's okay. But I also need help getting the hell out of Neo SF, and now. My info is my leverage, and it's not for free. I'll just have to find another buyer. Maybe after I make another deal, I'll be able to pass it to you.
Perhaps we could assist you?
Oh, God. Do I gotta do another fetch quest?
My friend here is a terrific journalist. Being skilled at hunting down people and information is part...
I gotta run around and get this guy
I
way
don't know.
downtown.
Look, I need 100,000 credits, an untraceable car, and a fake passport for me and my wife, Francesca.
Oh my God, that's so many things. Can you not get any of that yourself? The run around.
If you can get
the
me
run
all
around.
that, I'll give you anything you want. Hayden's research notes, what I know about Parallax, my company's security. If you're really sure journals can come up with that kind of stuff in one day.
Sure.
Right?
Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll bring the damn Eiffel Tower to you.
Dear God, I'm doomed.
Melody only gave us a rough sketch of what you need. The more you can tell us about the situation, the sooner we can fulfill your request.
Sure, as long as it isn't the juicy stuff.
But I want the juicy stuff. What do you do for
I'm the head
Parallax?
applications engineer for their data analysis division.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Or maybe was, is what I should be saying. If Hayden is the big brain who comes up with the math that runs the search algorithms, I'm the guy who figures out how to collect and apply the data that we get.
Okay, that makes more sense then. Why didn't you just say that the first time?
We've worked pretty closely for years, but he's head and shoulders above me as far as theory goes. Hayden built a fully independent machine intelligence in his spare time.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to bash myself here. I'm a good software engineer, probably one of the best. But machine intelligence? In a form factor like yours? Now that blows my mind. We've got full immersion, virtual reality, yet most people would still call you science fiction.
If you say so.
Why do you want out?
Because Parallax is rotting from the inside out. Hayden going missing is the last straw, and it's a big-ass straw. There is... how do I put this without giving it away? There's a new project about to roll out, and it's going to change everything about how Parallax does their business worldwide. Since the launch of the MeshNet, we've had some board shakeups, and the people at the top are different from the ones who've previously run the company. The altruism the company displayed in the past is gone. They're harder, more ruthless, and more concerned with profits and power than ever before. Not just richest company in the valley power either. Real power. My guess? Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was about to do something that would get in the way of that. If they're willing to get rid of the brightest mind on their payroll, what's to stop them from getting rid of me? There's a half dozen people who could do my job. So I'm getting out before I accidentally step on the wrong person's toes and end up at the bottom of the bay.
Do you know anything about his disappearance?
Nothing concrete. I probably wouldn't have noticed anything out of the ordinary. I mean, Hayden goes out for a couple days all the time, right? Conferences and guest teaching.
I don't know, don't ask me.
He doesn't exactly share his itinerary with me. I tried asking around and no one will say anything. If he had jumped ship, went to a different company, it would be the talk of the week at the water coolers. Instead, dead silence. Thankfully, he allowed me to keep backups of most of his work, simply because I cross-referenced it so much. He didn't like having it all in one place anyway. Bring me what I asked for, and I'll tell you more.
Okay.
I need to make some calls, and this park ROM is fun. I want to poke at it a bit. If you do manage to get what I need, bring it here today and you'll get anything you want. Forwarding photos and info for the passports to Turing now. And I really hope you can do this. I'd rather give it to you than some other corporation anyway. See you soon.
I'm not quite sure where to get fake passports or an untraceable card. The only shady folks we know are those punks who vandalized Hayden's apartment. I doubt they could point us in the right direction, but a long shot is better than no shot. They might agree to help us in repayment for the damage done to the apartment. They seemed remorseful. We should check Market Street for them, in case they regularly hang out there. As for the rest, perhaps Dr. Fairlight or Melody could spot us the credits. That certainly is no small amount, but is unlikely to cause much consternation for either of them, assuming they are as dedicated to helping as they claim. Melody is assumably home as usual, and Fairlight did let us know he'd be at the hospital. We could ask either of them for assistance.
Okay, so we got to deal with the two extremes of society here. We've got the rich people that we can get some money from. And we got the street thugs we can get some shady documents and a car.
Up to you to decide which would be a better course of action.
I don't know. don't know which I trust less. Do I trust less between Fairlight and Morgan? Is that her name? I've already forgotten her name. I'm
I
terrible
told
with
you.
names.
I'm not telling you anything else until I get what was.
Okay. I'll leave. I don't know. Let's try, just because we haven't been in the hospital in a long time, let's try Fairlight. Oh, I can't just run straight up to the room. I have to talk to one of the receptionist bots. Okay.
Greetings, guest. My records indicate that you were here recently for an event involving cranial trauma, but discharged yourself early against recommendation.
That is true. I am a man of many head injuries.
Have you returned for a checkup?
Nah.
I can schedule one for you and assist you with the paperwork if you need it.
Nope, gotta talk to
Patient
Fairlight.
Fairlight is currently available to receive visitors.
That's good to know.
Take the stairs to the second floor and meet him in room 214. I will page ahead and let him know you're on the way.
Gotcha.
Please note that patient Fairlight is to avoid undue stress. You will be ejected from the building if you begin to set back his treatment progress.
Stress-free, that's our motto. Right?
Ah, I didn't expect to see you so soon. Have you had a break in the case? I've been receiving odd phone calls from strangers all day long, so I'm curious to know if your efforts have proven more productive. I hope my suggestion to speak with Melody Flores panned out.
It did. She pointed us towards a parallax researcher willing to sell us information.
Ah, wonderful. So then I assume...
Exactly.
The information should be good.
Ah, I see. How much?
100,000 credits in cash.
Ah, for someone selling a parallax secret, they ought to have asked for more. I'll message Leon and have him gather the cash, as long as you're willing to pass on anything that might be of interest to me. Information from inside Parallax could be just as valuable to me as it will be to you.
That sounds fair, Dr. Fairlight. Right?
Sure.
Glad we can help each other. Now, it will take a little time for Leon to run this errand for us. Perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind keeping an old man company?
I mean, this creepy guy's clearly up to something.
My treatments can be
But if it gets me the money,
discomforting.
I'll play
A
along.
distraction would be welcome.
I think we can spare a few extra minutes.
I'd ask about the investigation. I imagine you're still missing half the puzzle pieces. I'd rather see the picture once it's completed. Perhaps there's a tale you'd like me to tell?
Perhaps there's something Turing would like to hear.
Oh, yes. Perhaps you could tell us a story about Hayden? As we've been pulling on the loose ends of his life, I've discovered that I know so little about him. His time with me was such a small taste.
I too only know a little about Hayden, but it was a different time. After the merger, the board of directors and I decided that I would oversee the same research division Hayden was a part of. I first met him the day he stormed into my office and slammed his files down on my desk. To hear him tell it, his direct superior was stifling his attempts to develop a new search algorithm, calling it a waste of time. I should have disciplined him for insubordination, as the management structure is there for a reason, but, well, I admired his spirit, and I read over his proposal. It was solid, so I greenlit it. I recall he spent one furious weekend pushing our supercomputer to the limits with his calculations and dropped the results in front of me the following Monday, almost too exhausted to stand. He knew how to command a room in his own way, a talent few men of the mind have.
What was the proposal?
As I said, it was a new search algorithm, one that correlated the user inputs on the Lips OS with search terms to give more relevant predictive results to a specific user. It would measure all types of data that we regularly collect, and then use those elements to quickly and accurately determine the user's age, gender, interests, even their immediate desires. Very dicey stuff to keep as useful data, but Hayden's algorithms were solid. After a little work, search results became almost 25% more desirable to the user upon implementation. I'm not sure anyone else could have pulled it off, but it earned him his own research team. He was a whirlwind during those days.
He always seemed so calm and patient. It's hard to imagine him storming into anyone's office like that.
Well, he was a younger man then. It's easy for the young to bulldoze through problems. As you get older, even talents like Hayden have to learn to work through a problem instead of burning a path. When you get to be my age, you'll be lucky to have any energy left to budge.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight.
How did you and Melody come at odds?
That is a bit embarrassing. The folly of a younger man, I assure you. Our companies worked together to develop the first generation of virtual reality neural implants. Really impressive work. Though, I don't know if anything could impress me more than Miss Flores. It was rare for me to feel so completely outmatched in every way. It was thrilling, intoxicating. The power she had over a room was mesmerizing. Riding high on the success of our joint venture, I asked her, quite brashly, if she could continue to outmatch me in different ways.
Is this about to get R-rated?
I am ashamed to admit that I didn't take her rejection with grace. I directed our company to sabotage the neural implant program, but she was already 3 steps ahead, laughing over my defeat. we've been at odds ever since. But I have never married, and neither has she.
Battle of the incels.
Sometimes enemies can be closer than our allies in a certain light. Perhaps it's time to bury the hatchet. I wouldn't object to spending the rest of my time with a respected adversary. I shall send her a correspondence.
I wish you luck, Dr. Fairlight. Melody is still quite sharp in every sense of the word.
I would expect nothing less from a woman of her caliber. She is irreplaceable.
How were you ousted from the Parallax Board of Directors?
A dastardly tale. After the merger, I was given the position of Chief Technology Officer and was tasked with integrating System 1's Lips OS and Parallax's web search products. Things were going well, especially with Hayden's newest work, pushing the boundaries of what could be done with the technology, until the board started the MeshNet project. It was ambitious, and has proven to be a game changer in the long run. But at the time, the board was blind to the possible weaknesses in the system, and I fought long and hard for more time and resources to make sure the new network was secure. A breach of the system could leak millions of users' data, and would deal a nasty blow to the company at a time when it was still getting its feet settled. They overrode my objections and launched the damn project early, trying to plump up a lean quarter. You should know the rest. Some child tore a hole in the network a mile wide, and the entire company had egg on its face for months until they could patch the security weaknesses. And despite the fact that I had made calls for more time from day one, they used the event as a reason to ask me to step down as CTO. I was a troublesome relic from System 1, and they were tired of fighting me, no matter how right I was.
That must have been frustrating, knowing you were right and being muscled out anyway.
Frustrating is only one of many words for it, Turing. But it was also a long time ago. I have other pursuits now.
Well, this has been fun chatting, but we're running out of time, Dr. Fairlight.
Of course. Don't let my ramblings keep you. Time waits for no one, including robots, as the case may be. Leon should be downstairs waiting for you with the credits you need. Good luck and Godspeed, my friends.
Thank you again, Dr. Fairlight.
Hey, there you are.
I didn't know it was going to automatically
I was
jump me
afraid
down to
Fairlight
him.
would talk your ears off until your bones turned to dust like his.
Yeah, that is actually what happened.
Or, well, I guess you don't have bones, Turing.
Now you're going to talk our ears off.
Maybe until your
Yes, this video
circuits
gets way too long
oxidized.
again. Yeah, your circuits
Man,
oxidized.
modern technology really screws up good old colloquialisms.
Indeed.
I
Just
feel
give
your
us some
pain,
money.
Mr. Decker.
Hey, Decker, come on and give me my money.
I am constantly amazed at the sheer number of sayings and permutations of sayings one must memorize as a matter of course while using English.
Oh my god, we
Keeping up is a veritable night.
don't need to talk about this. Just give me
No
the money.
kidding. At least you have the entire mesh hooked right into your brain, eh?
Shimmy,
The rest of
shimmy,
us just have to
shimmy,
do what
yeah,
you need.
shimmy, yay. Give me the money.
Anyway,
Stop
Yannick
being
had me
gay.
get you two some cash.
Briefcase.
Not
Briefcase
sure
full
what
of
you did to
cash.
pry it out of the old man, but I wish I was getting Christmas bonuses like this.
I hope it's really a briefcase full of cash and not, Walt's old undies. I mean, they did make a Big Lebowski reference earlier in the game.
We have a meeting with someone who might be able to give us answers and is offering valuable
Information can be real expensive. But still, if you decide to blow it all on something fun, don't forget your old friend Decker, alright? I know some spots to drop a little unmarked cash, if you catch my meaning.
Certainly, Mr. Decker.
That's the spirit. You've got my number.
I can only imagine what carnal pursuits Mr. Decker was referring to, and I have no idea why he thinks I would be at all interested.
Hey-o.
Regardless, I can ponder the mysteries of the human glandular system while on the move.
Oh my.
We still have things to do before we can meet back up with Mr. Mensa.
I don't think you're old enough to be worrying about that kind of stuff, Turing. I think that's some adults-only concerns. But we'll go look for the other stuff we need to satisfy Mr. Mensa in the next video.